For top 8, we have, I believe, a fan favorite, Letalis Venator. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the next
wrong
one.
match? You
That's
jumped the
wrong
gun?
one. Another fan favorite, Rico Suave.
Yeah, Rico going to be coming out to the stage. He'll be playing up next. You know, he had kind of a late entrance today. You know, he didn't make it on time, was busy, spotted at the gym late last night. You know, getting a few reps in, eating a half a dozen meatball sandwiches to try to keep that calorie count up. You know, he's been working out. But, yeah, he ended up making it today, and now he's all the way in the top 8.
So yeah, Rico, as we said, the Killer Instinct Cup World Champion from last year, and his expertise with Gargos is absolutely ridiculous. If you ever dropped by his stream, he's been playing Gargos for the past month and a half.
Yeah.
And showing off some stuff with the character that we did see earlier today in tournament that's a little nutty.
Yeah, and his opponent, another super, super tough player to beat. He had a crazy streak in the earlier part of this year. Of course, representing Circa, it's going to be Nicky. Man, his Fulgore and his Mira today have been absolutely excellent. And so very surprised he didn't make it in on the winner side of this top 8. I think a lot of people expected both of these guys to be in the winner side of top 8. But, you know, he made it. And really, really impressive stuff all day today. So, you know, if it wasn't for Storm being incredible, then, you know, we might have seen him on the other side of that winner semi. So it's going to be Nicky. It's going to be Rico. A really, you know, championship quality match right in the first set of losers. So
crazy enough, Nicky is profoundly the biggest Fulgore player going into Season 3 with the most success.
Right.
And Rico having a huge amount of success in previous seasons of Killer Instinct using Fulgore as well. But once again, one of those characters, as we said, Killer Instinct has changed as a game going through to where it is now, and so has Fulgore along with many other characters in the title too. So I don't think we're going to see, I would like to say we're not going to see any Fulgore on Fulgore. I haven't seen Rico play Fulgore in quite some time, even though, all of a sudden, the bot, all of a sudden.
Dang, just like that. I mean, look, Rico, as you mentioned, he had a ton of success with Fulgore in Season 1 and Season 2. I mean, Season 1, not a lot of people were playing him.
No, he was
character.
a functionally completely different character. Then he got a big upgrade. He got that Intel Pentium 2 processor. He's been desperately needing.
Yeah, and then he was like Ryzen before, you know, a little disappointing in Season 1 maybe to some people, but now definitely a threat. You know, he's got a little bit different in the zoning, but he's a very powerful character. So we'll see if this is a button checker, if this is the real deal. You know, Rico, of course, he's one of those. He goes to the character select screen, he hovers over Shinakuma, and, you know, Shadow Fulgore, and, all this other stuff. And all these characters he never plans on playing.
Yeah, and Shadow Jago, another character that we haven't really seen in this tournament yet as of right now. That's also super powerful, but most of the time in big tournaments, it's usually Rico using Shadow Jago.
Yeah, there are definitely other Shadow Jago players, but, you know, he had a lot of success with that character last year at Killer Instinct Cup, so it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, Rico all the time, he'll button check or hover or do whatever over a billion characters, and then he'll just go right back to Gargos. So, you know, it's the slow game.
It's Gargos. He's so much fun. That's the problem, is that you get to chuck Jerry and Larry at people.
I wonder if everybody has different names for their minions.
That's fine.
Yeah,
because we all know, because if you have an appropriate name, we all know exactly which one you mean.
Yeah, exactly. If your naming is on point, you should know which one is which. It should be very obvious.
I find it interesting this build deleted idol.exe.
Yeah, it's just he's not around.
He's gone.
You know, character portraits, not a big deal. You don't need to see what he looks like. So Rico, you know, doing the normal Rico thing. He's waiting for Nicky to lock into those Circa colored Fulgore outfit, and then he's gonna sit here, consider his life, decide what, you know, maybe today's a leg day, maybe tomorrow's a leg day. You know, it's a tough decision.
As you said with Nicky earlier, he did use Mira quite a bit in tournament as well. So,
wow, is today going to be a leg day?
He's really going to do it.
I feel like there's almost 100% chance he goes to Gargos.
Yeah.
You know,
just entertaining the thought.
He is one of those, as I mentioned.
Please don't pick the scary clown one. Oh my God.
You don't like clowns, Max?
I just, you know what, I have no problem with it, but it's a killer clown from outer space costume.
Yes.
And it hits a certain part of childhood fear that I'm not really happy with.
Yeah, Pennywise is the clown that my childhood was haunted by for sure. And, you know, there it is, the Gargos. As I mentioned, there's no surprise in anybody's mind that that's who Rico Suave went with, you know. He's
been training with this character like crazy for the past few months.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He likes to play the fake out game on character select to get you thinking, but really this is who he was planning the whole time. And so it is Gargos for Rico Suave, Fulgore for Circa Nicky. So he didn't try the Mira. He just went right to the character that I feel like he's done, you know, so well with that he might as well do it. And yeah, Rico Suave, he is about the lore. He likes to let these intro animations rock. He wants to see the whole thing.
Full intros, full ultras, full ultimates. It's Killer Instinct Finals. We got to see it all.
Yeah, Crazy Robot versus Killer Clown.
I was about to say, what is the music? Oh, it's the Rash theme.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Oh, man, it wouldn't be Killer Instinct without some Rash theme. Medium doubles broken right away. And the speed at which Nicky is going to be breaking, super high. This is the guy that plays on high octane. He guest breaks a lot, and he's not seeing a lot of the breakable portions. He's just going to be like, look, I know how this works. This is what I think it's going to be.
Rico, with all of his characters, like whenever he played Fulgore, whenever he played Shadow Jago, and it's the same thing for Gargos, most of the time his combos are really short, limited to like one single break opportunities. So he'll take the small damage. He likes 15 to 20%. He doesn't need to get like 60, which has been interesting in this tournament because he's been going for counter breakers a lot more and getting a lot of damage out of it.
Right, and that's the natural kind of way to do it. So if you're doing a lot of short combos, people will know that, and then they will immediately, you know, break right away. They'll just guess break. So because of that, Rico is like, all right, do some short combos, and then immediately just start doing some counter breakers. It's a good way to play. Oh, the reversal command throw. Make them think about it. Hold that thought. And make him think about it.
Eventually you're going to get your damage, but he's not going to try to tack on anymore. He can add a light, a medium, and a heavy hit to make it do a little bit more, which is why it's confusing. Why isn't he hitting him? He's just choosing not to hit him.
Yeah, he's also choosing to just hold him there and say, think about this command throw. Think about the fact that I scooped you up. You thought I was going to play Fulgore? Definitely not.
Good stuff from Nicky. Gets poked by Jerry? Larry? That's Larry.
Larry, okay. Man, you don't know the names of your own little fellas?
I had to figure it out.
Proud father. Well, there it is, the lockout, and he's going to have the corner carry. Does the wall splat, goes low with the beams. And what does Nicky do to
Gets into Stone Skin. Luckily enough, when Nicky was attacking, it was a medium, so Rico could go through it.
Right, so heavy attacks do beat armor, which is important to note. You know, Gargos has infinite armor while he is in Instinct. He'll just go through whatever you do. There's the burst at the end. Nicky should have tagged the minion while he did that.
Rico, once again, another short combo. Brings in the minion, goes for the overhead. I think he has maybe one more hit on him.
Oh, yeah,
wow, breaks immediately after.
Yeah. Check. And the minion, he came out of nowhere and tagged him.
Rico's going to bring in Larry.
Oh, he's got them both.
Oh, that's exactly what you need to do. And the overhead mix-up's going to knock the other minion down, and all of a sudden, Nicky's going to be one hit away from taking this.
Yeah, but both minions still alive. Can Rico block it out? Chip is such an issue with the minions.
Oh,
you got to be so careful. He dashes in. Oh, and the fireball for the chip. Rico with a little eye rub after that.
Great idea from Nicky to go to the opposite side blade port because it knocked the minions down as well as put Fulgore in an advantageous position because he just used the meter and couldn't shadow counter.
Yeah, and you can see they're both kind of thinking about it there, trying to figure out how that went. A crazy mad scramble at the end of that. And these are two super high-level players, as we mentioned. So, you know, they're no stranger to each other.
It does seem like Fulgore has a good opportunity to hit the minions out because he does have shadow moves that port behind you and hit multiple times and are safe on block. And those are good for knocking down minions at least to get you a little bit of approach.
Yeah, the main two ones that you're going to see, you know, his blade dash is pretty decent at it. The fireballs can help out, and as well as the teleport behind, as you said, and then go for mix-ups or damage. So, yeah, all those are definitely a threat for the minions.
Huge swift uppercut from Nicky. Rico choosing not to go for big combos, instead short damage. He almost uses Gargos like he's just a raw command grab character.
Yeah, I mean, he
like
is
a really mobile Zangief in a way.
Right, he's a grappler, summoner character, right? He has both those things. Man, wake up heavy kick from Rico. It destroys projectiles. So interesting that it worked on the wake up heavy. Linker is broken. And you see Rico flying around in the air, trying to be hard to pin down as Fulgore.
Double dive, very convincing start to the first game. Is he going to pull out a minion in the end? Nope, just goes for the damage.
Yeah, he gets the minion after the command throw, which is a pretty nice trade for him, right? He gets to close out that round and get a minion. Well, the minion didn't get clipped there. He's a short fella, so it's not a big deal. Ducked right under that forward heavy punch. And now both of them out, puts them behind.
Nicky does have the meter to get out of there, but is he going to use it? Where the hell is Gargos going?
Yeah, flying up in the air, trying to put the minions behind Nicky. That's the goal a lot of times. You get the minion behind, so that way Nicky can't swing at them. So that's a good strategy for Gargos to do, but now he lost the little fella. He'll be able to summon him again if he wants. And he does, and he covers with that overhead minion. Yeah, bounces them out of the air.
He's up there somewhere.
Uppercut, but the minions are coming. Got to be careful. And the Shadow, that's going to hit both of them. So, 1 hit point left. Oh, and the Shadow Fireball, genius to get rid of him. So both minions down, the mix-up. Rico, what'll it be for Nicky? Oh, he gets command thrown, and Rico's in a great position.
Nicky just lost his instinct, but still has about 4 pips to work with, so that's 1 Shadow move.
Ooh, the reset.
Perfect spacing.
Comes down and gets the chip. And a weird wake-up laser from him.
Pretty sure he wanted heavy uppercut.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Instead.
You know, sometimes you just get the misinput. These things happen. But now 1 apiece, so Rico really a controlling game, and that's what you can do, right? This character, control-based grappler and zoner. So that's what he's looking for. Wants the minions out, wants to try to dictate the pace.
I do wonder if Nicky is considering a character switch just to get that burst damage to do as much as possible with a character like Mira, but at the same time, Fulgor's got teleports and can get past the minions if he wants.
Right.
But it's just a matter of establishing space against the opposition. You just got to make them afraid of something you're going to do. And this is a good way to start. You're going to get full combo right at the beginning.
Oh, baits the throw. Overhead reset, Nicky. Now he's moving. And he's grooving. You got to be careful if you're Rico. This is a tough spot, and this could be the life bar already.
This is the toughest thing of Gargos. He has no good wake-ups.
Oh, you see the escape with the dash. That was so smart. Okay, command throw. He's got a little bit of damage on this life bar at least.
Making an approach. Here comes the first minion.
And the uppercut right away.
He didn't even have a chance to hit the ground.
Yeah, so the minion lost a life point. Just starts the round with uppercut. And you know that's got to be frustrating for Rico. Hits the minion. He's out of there. Rico, no bar. He is stuck. He has no way to deal with this now.
Nicky's taking some huge risks, and they are absolutely paying off right now.
Oh, look for the counter breaker immediate burst. Rico, this game might be a wash for him. This is looking really, really tough.
That was essentially a free second counter breaker in for Rico because he had instinct, so he does able to conserve a little bit more, but man, he's going for some really preemptive counter breakers here, and that was all in favor of Nicky. Extremely dominating match.
Yeah, 100%, and that was... Look, Nicky landed about like 5 or 6 really good resets, the overhead resets in the middle of the combo, and you're sitting there looking for something to break.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, that was a light linker. This is, oh god, an overhead, and you're just not ready for it. So that's what happened to Rico there, and he got a little ahead of himself, I feel like, with some of the breakers.
And it just gave him a few of those combos.
Cross up. Oh, it stayed in the front, actually. You can make that cross up or not. If it crosses up, it will beat the uppercut. So that's why it's so good against Fulgor in a lot of those scenarios.
This time, Rico getting the first hit and damage. Nicky jumping over the mix-up.
Yeah, and there it is. These resets have been a huge problem for Rico.
Nicky choosing to go for the uppercut, just maximizing his spin speed to get a little bit more pips. Here comes the first minion. Where's the mix-up?
Oh, just, yeah, right out of the sky.
Normally, I believe you can actually combo after that. It looks crazy.
Yeah, especially if you have instant cancel, it's very easy to do. Oh, gonna take out the minion, but he risked his life to do so.
Larry did his job. Poke the robot.
That's his job description. When he signed up, poke the robot. All right, Chip will do it here, but instead spends it on the minion, so Nicky gonna escape, and there's the punish. This gives Rico an opportunity to get some hits in here, build a little bar for himself.
Yeah, Fulgor, not a traditional character, doesn't have regular meter, so you can just kind of get as much bar as you want.
Oh, okay, opened up Rico low, heavy, but the break immediately on the double.
Super risky. Heavies are a nightmare in high-level play, whether or not you're going to or not.
Yeah, it's very risky. Do you take the chance or not? And man, Nicky's guess breaking is becoming a big issue for Rico. There it is. It could be a shadow.
He's going to maximize and try to get as much damage, and it barely takes the life bar.
And man, he is one of the most dangerous things about Nicky, right? Is that he plays with belief in everything he does.
Yeah, everything's going to work, and it usually does.
And it usually does, and that is really frustrating to play against. You know, Rico's got to be sitting there thinking like, man, this guy is right about everything.
Wow.
Oh, command throw.
He went for, I think he just used his meter because he was trying to get a shadow counter.
Oh, went for the, oh, he's coming from behind. Stab.
Poke the robot, Larry.
Combo? Oh, the burst, actually. The burst looked like it comboed, and the uppercut, but the poke, gotta watch out for it. The little fella on the backside was a big savior for Rico Suave.
MVP of that match was absolutely Larry. Every single time Nicky got a combo, he got stabbed in the back.
Yeah, very important. So, you know, that's the thing, right? If the minion is behind you, you can't hit him. So the minion will walk up behind you and be a huge pain, and there's not much you can do about it. You can't swing behind you a lot of times. As you know, in fighting games, why would you ever need to hit right behind you?
The bigger minion will kind of hover around your main character, while the guy will actually stab you in the back. So they can cover both and see if we get both at the same time, but a lot of players nowadays are just trying to snipe the minions out as quickly as possible. Because once they're gone, Gargos is a much weaker character.
Yeah, much easier to fight solo compared to when he has the minions out. And he will be able to summon here.
Nice, immediate command grab again.
And the minion behind now. Oh, yeah, he actually got caught in the middle of that forward dash stabby.
Nicky almost put himself into that cross-up.
Oh, he's stabbing him in the back. Yeah, it's such a big problem for Nicky.
Nice.
Oh, the pickup, it was so sick. Oh, and down in the front. Man, Rico really making these mix-ups count. All these command throws. The spinny from the stabby and the fly.
Rico still hasn't built up enough meter to get the second minion out. Getting close to it, though.
Instinct activation off the drop. And the roundhouse caught him. Man, the stabby has been such a big issue for Nicky. He stayed out there for so long looking for the sweeps.
Rico choosing not to pop the instinct once again. Does it there.
Gets the burst. Put him behind again. And that stab in the back, you got to watch out at all times.
Man, this is getting really close.
All right, minions
and Nicky's going to take the first life bar.
Yeah, do a little robot dance.
Also has full pips, so he has access to laser and he has access to shadow teleport moves.
And that's
Let's see if he's going to utilize it. He has to instill fear, though.
Oh, is there the poke?
And I don't think Rico's afraid at the moment.
Oh, the air throw off the poke again. Man, it's been such an issue. Putting that minion behind Nicky is a genius choice, and I think Nicky just wanted away from it. Oh, and two stabby, yes, and he picks it up again. You got to be so. Oh, the shadow
There is
counter.
just way too much happening right now.
The minions, and Rico is playing so well around the minions right now. You got to get rid of them, yeah.
Yeah, Nicky doing a great job of establishing space, knocking one minion out, but Jerry's still in play.
Yeah, Jerry out there. That's the big fella in the back. He's got a lot of life points. Oh, and he just goes in the big belly flop.
This is going to be a lot. A huge lockout from Rico. This is going to lead to a wall bounce.
Yeah, this could be the end. He needs like 2 correct mix-ups here. Rico, the drop, and he he got caught by the minion shadow. Picks it up. The light breaker.
So probably the most clutch light breaker ever from Nicky.
Oh, the sweeps. Will he break? He does break.
Swept him 3 times because it was going through the armor, and that does it. Nicky takes it on an uppercut and eliminates Rico.
It was those sweeps. That was the most dangerous moment of the set. When you're in that armor as Gargos, you cannot block heavy attacks.
So Rico was trying to do teleport up. I think every single time he's trying to go up to land on him to pop instinct again to make it like a free combo breaker.
Right.
But every time he did it, he was getting stuffed out because he was just going for raw sweep, and raw sweep is going to break the stone skin.
Yeah,
wow.
You can't block it. You just have to sit there and eat the sweep or do the burst. So it's like it's a straight 50-50. It's like if you're going to sweep me, I should wake up burst to